Gary Lamb, Main Event Mania. Likes and dislikes. 49ers Chiefs from the laundromat because the 49ers got to clean up their act. And my first dislike is it costs, can you see it? $11. You got to take my word for it. You know what? You got to take my word for this. As much as I disliked that game against the Chiefs, the 49ers are not done. But we are the faithful, and it's absolutely disappointing to lose, but we definitely had a false delusion because we were playing a team that was not only better than us, better coached, but we want to get to transition to the younger players, and when you play younger players, you gotta go and live with some of the ups and downs, or you will be, younger players clown around. All right. The first thing I liked, and there was a lot to like about this game, I love how the 49er defense came ready to play hard. Again, another game where the 49ers played with dominance early on. Really, the 49ers, I don't think, were physically outmanned in this battle. I would say more accurately, we got a little tired. And that's what happens when you can't move the ball. And that's what the 49ers have been doing. They have been moving the ball. They have been winning time of possession in every single game except for this one. We lost about 35 to 25 as far as minutes of time of possession. We got beat at our own game. But I did like, Nick Bosa coming out hard, getting after Patrick Mahomes. So did Floyd, meeting at the quarterback. Patrick Mahomes was having a really rough time, especially early in this game, until he wasn't. Right? He made big plays, big runs again. Big run again. I'll get to that later. But I do like our effort. I love the effort of Malik Mustafa. Easily one of my favorite players, especially young players, on this team. I loved his effort all the way. I love Khalil Davis, number 93, with that big tip and then got the interception. I would like to see more of Evan Anderson because we cannot stop the run. But I love the energy of our defense. I really love our young secondary. We played hard. Look at the Chiefs are like the 49ers in that a lot of our their receiving core is hurt. So yeah, I'm not going to say they're ready for prime time, but they did play well enough to win at least early. That's a big like. I love the defensive energy early. Okay. And I love the faithful. I love that we believe in our team. And I'm not saying don't believe in the team. I'm saying believe in the team, but we have to admit that we are having some rough times right now, and we got to make changes if we want to be the team that we want to be. And I just want to forewarn you. I want to tell you that we're going to have to go through things like this if we're going to play the young guys, because I do like that we're playing the young guys, at least on defense, and that's including D. Winters. But we're going to get to some dislikes right now. Not a lot to like on offense. In fact, let me get to my second like on offense. 49ers have been struggling at the goal line. Before I get negative, I love the quarterback sneak by Brock Purdy. There was some motion going on, some subterfuge, some Andy Reid looking stuff. And I like that play. A little bit of mind games, and Brock Purdy got it easily. I like that play. But let's get down to business, man, and clean up our act. Again, I like that we're playing the young players, but I gotta get on their case. Want to correct them. We're not trying to cancel them. Big dislike. D. Winters, the play on the sideline where Patrick Mahomes got that play. He faked him out. D. Winters ran out of bounds. Look at. I understand what happened. I think there needs to be a rule change. If a quarterback is taking advantage of that rule where if you go outside, you hit a guy on the sidelines. It's happened before where the defensive player is tricked and the quarterback cuts in. There's got to be some unwritten rule. You just don't do that, because what's going to happen is a quarterback's really going to go out of bounds, let up, and a defensive player is going to crack the heck out of him, and it's going to be a problem. Drake Greenlaw probably would have done that. Same thing in the end zone. Patrick Mahomes, he trucked Malik Mustafa, and I'm sure Malik Mustafa put his foot on the brakes, right? But damn it, that's a quarterback. It was a close play. I'm sure Drake Greenlaw, Roddy Lott would have knocked him out of his cleats, okay? And I'm not sure Patrick Mahomes can truck Malik Mustafa. But the deal is, Patrick Mahomes didn't let up. He came in with that shoulder, okay? We got kind of punked out. So the young kids, you got to grow up and be ready to play. Do what Drake Greenlaw would do. I'm not saying play dirty, but don't get punked out. And that's something you got to learn as a young guy, or you will get eaten alive in the NFL, like the Chiefs did to us on Sunday on our own field. Didn't that feel like the turkey game? It wasn't so much that much disrespect, but Patrick Mahomes is owning us, and we really did a good job. There's a lot to like about this defense, our 49er defense. I love our secondary. I love how we hit hard. I love how D. Winters is flying over the field. But again, I don't like the missed tackles. Jair Brown missed a tackle. I still like these guys, okay? Don't give up on them. It's going to take playing time. It's going to take growing pains, but you got to call it out, but don't quit on them, all right? Call out the mistakes, but don't quit on them. Use our heads, and that's the bottom line. Okay. That's enough. You kids, we can't teach you everything in a day. I love your effort. Last night I didn't like the four-man rush. There was a 3rd and 8 where the 49ers just needed a big pass rush on Patrick Mahomes. Gave him too much time. He didn't have too much time, but just there wasn't enough. They needed another guy. And if you're insisting on rushing Patrick Mahomes, either move Nick Bosa around, do something different. Like, this defense is just so vanilla. It's easy to read. And you know what? When you get to Patrick Mahomes, he does make mistakes. The 49ers got a big interception. Patrick Mahomes is not Jesus Christ, all right? He makes mistakes. So we got to be either putting a spy on this guy, move Nick Bosa. We got to do something. We're not doing enough. Earn your job, earn your paychecks, defensive coordinators. All right, I'm gonna get to special teams. Look at a lot of coach. I don't know if he's gonna get fired today or not, but check this out. If you're going to play young guys, if you're going to promote players, the special team is going to be weaker. We're going to have to take our growing pains with that. Like, the guys are going to have to break down in tackling. They have to learn fundamentals. There's going to be a lot of coaching up. We're going to have to take our growing pains and hopefully be better in the season, but I think it's worth it. My opinion, it's worth it. All right, here on offense. Dang it, Brandon Ayuk. Injury, terrible. Big drop ball. We need to come through before that. Like, the playmakers need to make big plays. Brock Purdy, 3 turnovers. Man, I keep telling you, man, just play smart ball. Don't turn the ball over, and we might win this game. Really, man, the defense made some big plays for us, and when they were tired out, Brock, you cannot be a hero. And, run. This is the game you need to run. You couldn't run. We just got to tighten it up. There's sometimes you can't be the hero. You can't turn the ball over, and that's the bottom line. Stop listening to the haters. Don't try to be a franchise guy, going deep every time. Sometimes you got to check it down. Jordan Mason has good hands. We got to believe in our backs and our tight ends. Let's go. George Kittle, another big game. Looking good, looking like a maniac out there. I love you. Here's what I don't like. Again, it's another thing about the young guys. Isaac Guerrero, I want you to get to that outside run. I think it's our strength. Brendo keeps getting knocked on his ass. We can't run inside. But we have Kittle out there. We have tight ends out there. We can get to the outside with Guerrendo's speed. But you know what? You fumble the ball. When you fumble, you don't deserve the ball. That's it. So you can't play, man. That's it. We can't get to our strengths. We can't get to the outside run strengths. We don't have the speed. We don't have enough speed at running back. One more dislike. The 49ers gave up almost 200 yards on the ground. That is not 49er football. I can't take it. But we better be ready for the Cowboys. Gary Lamb, Main Event Mania. Likes and dislikes. Keep it real. Keep it clean. And I mean, we better beat the Cowboys. Let's go.